Well, hello. So today we have got an unboxing video. Journalsay contacted me and they sent me a box of goodies. I went onto their website and I picked out some products and they've packed it beautifully in this box. Can I say how gorgeous this box is? It's got beautiful woodland themes, so I'm definitely keeping this box. So that's a great start. So I have picked products, for junk journaling. So let's have a look and see what I got. And in the description below, I will link all the products here so you can click on those if you're interested in anything. And I do have a discount code for you guys that you can use that will get you 8% discount. So let's have a look. Okay, so this is the box and this is how it looks when you open it. So we'll just unpack that and here we are. So I will now unpack these and we will go through these one at a time. Okay, so I picked these two paper punches here. You can see by the designs on the packaging, the different punches that you can get. So I'll open them up. Oh, they've got little diagrams on the back as well that show you what you can do. So I've got a little bit of cardstock here. So let's have a go. Oh yeah, so we can get that one there. Or we can get that one. I probably didn't punch that too well. There, that's better. You could make your own tickets with this one and this one here. Oh, that's nice. That would give you a bit more of a vintage sort of scalloped edge. So there's that one there. And honestly, it feels really good quality and it punched really well. So this is the other one. So let's open that one. And it's got the diagram on the back. Okay, so this one I'm hoping will give me more tag shapes. Oh yeah, so you can get a little tag shape like that. Or a small one. Yeah, I'm really happy with those. So that gives me 3 different angles if I want to make my own tags. And again, I can't fault the quality. They feel really good. Okay, so this one is more of a practical nature for in the office admin side of things. This is correction tape, I believe. It's a 5-piece set. So let's have a look. What does it say on the sticker? Yeah, it doesn't really sort of say much in the sticker, but yes, it's a 5-piece set. Okay, and let's test it. Yeah, that one works really well. Oh, okay, so this is like a pen. Okay, that's interesting. I like that. And this is, not sure how this one works. Oh yeah, and that's got a little lid that closes. So I'm guessing this will be the same. This is like a mini. That would be handy if you need to pop that in your bag for whatever reason. And oh, then we've got this really tiny one as well. So yeah, they all work really well. I'm really happy with these and they're so cute. Okay, so yeah, these work really well and I'm really happy with these. Very cute. So this is the 5-piece correction tape, the macaroon color. Okay, so they sell laces on their website and it looks like they've got some lovely little stickers to match as well. So let's have a look at this. So this is, I will write what this is on the screen. But these are the stickers. Oh, lovely little lace hearts there. Let's put them down on some white card for you. Hopefully that'll show up. So it looks like you get 2 of each. And these are lovely little pearls. And you get clock face stickers. You get some lovely cute polka dot little ribbons. Oh, beautiful little butterflies there with the script across the back. And we get some more of the clock faces. This looks, not really sure what that is. It looks like a vintage record to me, but with some washi tape, so I'm not sure if that's what it is meant to be. More clock face and a couple more bows and some gorgeous little daisies. So that is a lovely collection of stickers there, and I'll show you the lace. Nice strips of lace, actually, perfect. I just did the video on the fabric flips, and this size would be perfect, definitely for what we need to use in our journals. So they're the different designs there. And a lovely scalloped edge there. So yeah, really happy with that one. Okay, so it looks like these two are exactly the same, and they're calling it the Manjuan series vintage hollow lace, and I'll call this the blue packet. So then we've got this one here, which is the purple packet. So let's open this one. Okay, so the lace is this lovely little sort of scalloped lace. Now this is white, so I might save this for when I start doing my, to see which is the right way here. I think that might be the correct way. When I start doing my little golden books, I think that these laces will really come into play. Or I could easily tea dye them if I wanted to. And there's this one here. This one has curled up a little bit, but that's not really a problem. You can, you know, we glue our laces down, so that's no problem at all. All right, so let's have a look at the stickers. Oh, we've got some lovely moons there, and I do love stuff with moons in it. And again, we've got a couple of gorgeous bows there. And we've got a rose, a posy of roses, and we've got specimen labels there. We've got a stack of books, and we've got a vintage cassette, which does make me think that that other sticker was a vintage record player. We've got some more clock faces, and we've got some gorgeous, let me just move some of these over. Gorgeous flowers. I love the colors, and the stickers are actually really good. Like, we can use these for sure in our journals. Oh, looks like I got an extra sticker there, so I got 3 butterflies. So that is the stickers and the mixed material package. So that's their laces, and this is the purple package. It's got retro story up the top. Okay, this one here, this says Lime Inspiration Collection. It's got a gorgeous little bow on it, and we shall see what's inside. Okay, I'm going to have to undo that beautiful bow. Oh, it's a mixture of, oh yes, it's all different textured papers, which I thought would be brilliant for layering in our collage work. So it looks like we've got some lovely stickers. Oh yes, this is all coming back to me. This is all beautiful botanical little cards. So you've got these gorgeous textured little cards here. So I'll just flick through those. And then there's this little bit of netting here. Okay, so this is just a little pamphlet there. So let's put these over here. So these are just some lovely script, and these are the stickers. Okay, so some more inspiring quotes and words. Some circles that you can layer with. If you've watched any of my collage videos, you know that I do like to use circles in my collage. Some more quotes and sentiments here. Some more sort of textured quotes here, and these gorgeous stickers here. So let's have a look what stickers that we got. Beautiful stickers, absolutely gorgeous. Very botanical, very vintage, very earthy tones. So definitely something that can be used. Okay. All right, so the idea is that you would take a piece of textured card and then you might put a sentiment there, and then you could put a beautiful sticker down, and then if you wanted, you've got a little bit of texture, you would have to snip that down. But I'm just giving you some ideas of how you could layer this and just make a lovely, or even clusters. This would be perfect for clusters as well. So really happy with these. Okay, so this one is called the Time Inspiration Collection Series Vintage Lace Flower. Okay, so this is called their 16 Sheets Cloud Yarn Series Vintage Hollow Special Paper. So let's have a look at this. So I'm thinking about covers and layering and toppers and things like that. So I thought these would make lovely different textures. So I'll just hold those up to the camera so that you can see. These would just be so beautiful, just as layering pieces. These two are stuck together, so let me pull them apart. So a nice range of colours. You've got some lovely sort of marshmallowy pinks, and then you've got some more muted sort of colours. But as I say, I'm also looking at doing some little golden books, so something like that I would use in little golden books, but something like that you could use in a vintage journal. So I would probably separate these out a little bit, but that's what that is. Okay, so these ones are their Gauze Mesh Hello Journal Decoration Sheets. So it looks like I got a couple of different colours. So let's open up. And again, my thinking here is when I'm making journal covers, I can use these as part of the decoration of the front cover. Oh, these are beautiful. This is like a lovely sort of like a voile. Reminds me of when I did those belly bands actually with the wedding lace, the wedding veil lace. Oh, that's lovely. And then we've got these ones here. So lots of lovely different textures and colours. And this one here, let's have a look at this one. Okay, beautiful textured pieces. Just gives lovely different, that's almost like a waffle sort of design. Just gives you lovely different textures that you can put into your journals. Oh, these are pretty. These have got lovely little stars, little snowflakes on them. So these would be brilliant for Christmas. Okay, and these ones as well. So these are just gorgeous and quite useful size pieces. Okay, so this pretty little box here, this is PET tape. It says 2 rolls of Floral Fragrance Traces series vintage flower smudge. So let's open up the box and see what we've got. Okay. Now it says floral fragrance. It doesn't smell. I can't smell a fragrance, so I don't know if that's just me. Okay, let's see if we can unroll this a little. Looks like little smudges of paint, actually, like watercolor. So I think that could be quite pretty in a journal. And then you've got this one here. This would look really, really pretty against some craft brown. I'll see if I can hold that up to the camera for you. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, that would look really, really pretty against some craft brown paper. And you could also use that, I would say, almost like a specimen label as well. That looks really, really pretty. Okay, so we've got this washi tape here. This is 80 millimeters wide and it's 205 centimeters long. So it's nearly 2 meters of washi tape, and it's called Vintage Forest Animal Story. And have a look at this. And you know I'm doing an Easter bunny and a bunny themed journal at the moment, so my goodness, these are going to come in so handy. Aren't they just absolutely gorgeous? I'll see if they repeat, but I don't think they are. Looks like I'm going to be wrapping 2 meters worth of washi, but you can see absolutely beautiful little images. I am so happy with this one. Okay, so this one is the 30 millimeter and it's 3 meters long, and it's called the PET Transparent Washi Tape Collage Decoration. But have a look at that. Tell me we won't be using that in our journals. I'll just hold that up for you so you can see. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so this is the PET tape. It's 40 millimeters wide and it's 200 centimeters long. And this is called the Memories Collection Series Vintage Character Film. So I'll just unroll this for you so you can have a look. If I hold it to an angle, hopefully you won't get the glare on that, but I can see that in film strips and slides, all sorts of things. So I'm very, very happy with these, and I don't think that these repeat. I think that they're all unique images. So very, very happy with these. Look at that beautiful carriage and that horse there, circus, beautiful old homes, photo booth, just gorgeous. Okay, so we've got some more washi tape here, and this one is called the Time Tailor Shop, and this is vintage newspaper and sewing. So let's have a look at this one. So it doesn't give me dimensions. I can let you know. Let me get a ruler. So that is 8 centimeters wide, but I don't know how long that is. That's the sort of pattern that you get with that. So very, very happy with these. Okay, so this one is some more PET tape. It's 50 millimeters wide, it's 200 centimeters long, and it's called Lost Memory Series, and then it says just vintage English text and character. So I noted on the end of the little rolls they had the dimensions there. So let me see if I can hold this up and you can get an idea of the sorts of things that you're looking for, but that's just absolutely beautiful, those sorts of images. Okay, so if you are a Harry Potter fan, you are going to love this. So this is PET tape. It's 60 millimeters wide and it's 200 centimeters long, and it's vintage wizard school characters, but this would be perfect in a Harry Potter style journal or a wizarding style journal, anything like that. If you love that sort of thing, these are the sorts of images that you get. And these are all individual little stickers too, by the way. You can peel these stickers up. I won't because you know, I want to use every single one of these. But these are actually individual little stickers that peel up off the tape. So I am super, that's stuck a little bit on the back there. But yeah, very, very, very happy with these. I was just going to see if I could show you, but I think you get the idea anyway. They all come off individually. All right, so if you're into gothic or Halloween or dark romantic, this one you will absolutely love. So this one is called the Pact of the Dark Knight series, Vintage Gothic Flower Light, but there's all these beautiful ravens on here, and I do have a raven journal in the mix, so that's why I got this one. But yeah, that's what you've got there, but that would suit dark romantic, gothic, like I said. Very, 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 very nice, very happy with this one. Okay, so when I went onto their website and I saw that they did these stencils, it was around about the time that I'd just done my tea dyeing videos. And if you haven't seen that one, I will link that in the description below, because I love to use stencils in my tea dyeing process. And so I had a really, really good look at what they've got, and their stencils are so cheap. And look, they even give you a little metal ring to secure all your stencils together. So let's have a look. I'll put these ones over here on the side, but we will have a look. So you can't go wrong with these type of patterns. Okay, so there's those ones there. All right, let's just do two at a time. And this pattern here. I mean, they're just such classic patterns. They'll make beautiful background effects. Okay, and then these last two here. So very, very happy with these ones. So we'll open up the next packet. Okay, so I got these ones here. I think I'm thinking more gel printing when I got these ones, although this would be good in a bee themed journal. So there's those two patterns there. Then we've got these two patterns here. This is a nice wood grain pattern here. And these two patterns here. Okay, so you've got that lovely music sort of pattern with some squirrels and some flourishes on the side. More music notes here with some lovely roses. And we've got some clocks here. That looks like a tree and branches. We've got script and postal notes. Got some lovely flowers here. And we've got some brickwork and some almost like water bubbles there, or soap bubbles. And then we've got a spray of butterflies. So these feel like really good quality, and I will definitely be using all of these. And I don't think I've ever gotten an order with stencils and they've included these rings, these bookbinding rings, and they're all organized now. Okay, so I got these little Resin Dew Drops. They are can you believe they say that there are 350 pieces in here? So there's 3mm, 4, 5 and 6mm sizes. So if you can think like, you know, a beautiful rose, you put down a PET sticker of a rose, and then you can glue these dewdrops like on the leaves, on the petals. Also, I tried to find it, but I don't quite know where I put it. I can't lay my hands on it right this moment. But I have done some ephemera with a black raven with a rose underneath, and I've put some of these dewdrops on the raven as well. So that's why I ordered those, but we will definitely do some making with these. Okay, so this one here is their 10 sheets of simple white embossed litmus paper. So I believe this is transparent, so let's open this up and have a look. Okay, so beautiful textures. Yes, it's translucent, but have a look at the beautiful textures on this. So again, I got this, you know, for layering and just tucking behind things. So very, very happy with these. I think they'll look fantastic in some ephemera, on some journal cards, or on a tag or something like that. Okay, so I'm pretty excited to see these because I was quite intrigued with these on the actual website, and they're called the Woodblock Printing Series Vintage Plant Flower. So let's open these up and have a look. Oh yes, not what I expected at all. So they're like little timber cookies, I think you call them. What do they call them on the card here? Woodblock Printing Series. So let me lay them down for you. I think these are just really unique. I've never seen anything like this before. So I just had to get that more out of curiosity value, but definitely I think these would look really neat just tucked in you know, just as an embellishment. So that's what you get there, an umbrella. Very pretty. That's a wreath of flowers there with a little butterfly. Absolutely gorgeous. Every one of those I love. It's card and it's matte. Perfect. This one's called Material Paper, the Forgotten Reply Series Vintage Flower Punching. So let's open up this one and have a look. It comes in a lovely little envelope by the looks of things. So let's open it up and see what we've got. Oh, lovely. So matte paper, which is always a good thing, and they're like little stamp shapes. I think the reason I got this is because I want to do a video on redoing some ugly stamps that I've got, and I thought that these might come in handy. But absolutely beautiful designs, and even so I think that they will just be a great addition for your junk journal supplies. Very happy with those. Okay, so the next one that we've got is called Vintage Mottled Old Ruler Fragments. So let's open this one up. So I do like to use these in my journals. Particularly can be handy when you do collage work. So it's just various patterns of old rulers, which are nice size. So that's about just under 5 3/4 of an inch, and in centimeters that's about 14.5 centimeters. And you know, this one is about, oh, it's about, yeah, 1.5 centimeters wide, and you've got various widths as well. So again, very handy to use in our journals. Okay, so I thought these would be fun. These are stickers, and it's their Vintage Button series. So we've got this one here, which is like little pearlized or pearl shell looking buttons. So let's see what they look like. I mean, they will certainly come in handy. I have got these real shell ones, but I must say I do hoard them. I don't like to use them, which is because they're so rare, they're so hard to get. So when I saw these, I thought this would be something I could easily use and get the same sort of effect. So that's what you get there. So I'll just push those over to this side here. And then I saw these ones and I couldn't pass these ones up. So let's have a look at this. These are little gingham patterned ones. And again, lovely colours. So I'll just spread those out for you to have a look. And you can see, oh, these are lovely. Oh, they're upside down. They're still lovely though. Okay, so that's what we have got there. Okay, so that's the buttons. I just wanted to mention that these buttons are not stickers and they're a lovely matte finish, and you would need to glue these down. I am really impressed with these. They have got metal accessories, so I grabbed myself some of these. So these are some more buttons. I won't take them out of the packet, but you can see that there's a range of silver buttons there. I would call that gunmetal color, and sort of like, well, there is like a brass sort of color as well. Definitely very, very good for vintage style journals. And I also grabbed some of these. I'm going to be doing some resin work as well, so I thought these would come in handy to do that. And then I got these letters as well. They're in sort of like your typewriter letters. So I thought they would be very handy and be useful for our journals. Okay, so this one says gift on it. So I guess they must have thrown this in for me. And I was looking at the windows, so I'm pretty happy about this. So let's have a look. I think I passed on them because I didn't know whether the style would suit my type of journals. So I'm glad that they have sent it. So I got to have a look after all. So they look like they're stickers to me. There's 10 pieces. They're PET, and it's the world by the window. I mean, they are really sweet. Let me put these down for you. Oh, some of them I could use. That's Christmas. Actually, yeah, those two you could use for Christmas. Not exactly my style, but they're still very nice. They might appeal to you, and I'm sure in my personal journaling I could probably use one or two of these, but I might actually see if my stepdaughter would be interested in these. So very dreamy, I think. So that's those there. So I was very intrigued with these ancient mud fragrance ink pads. So I got vintage copper, retro red, and vintage gold. So let's have a look. So this one here is the vintage copper. I think we might do some stamping because I did actually get some stamps, but they're a lovely design and they're in a lovely tin. I got a retro red because I actually don't have any red, so I thought I would try that. And then I got a vintage gold. Oh, that does look really lovely. So we'll have to find something to stamp on that. Okay, that has come a little bit dented, but oh, that's okay. It's so soft I can bend that back. That may have even been me. And these stack as well, so this is really good for storage. And then I got these as well. So this is the ruby red, Let me see if they are a certain brand. They call them Medieval Legend. I'll be linking everything below anyway, and as I said, I'll have links to all the products that I have shown in this video. So this one is the Ruby Red. Oh, that looks lovely. I love the metal tins that they're in. And this one is Rose Dust. That sounds lovely. Okay, so we'll see how that stamps up. And this one is Frost Moon Wild White. So I was just curious how that would stamp. And again, these all stack really nicely, so good for storage. And I did get some stamps. So I got these vintage letters here of the alphabet. So we'll have a stamp of these in a bit and we'll compare all the colours, but I think that's lovely. I really like that. And there's some numbers down the bottom as well, all different beautiful vintage script. And then I just got some ledger. I realised I do like graph and I do like ledger, and I actually don't have any stamps like that. Well, I might have some small ones, but these look like these were, you know, good variety here. So they're just fragments of ledger, which I thought could come in handy as well. And finally, I got myself an embossing folder. So this is just some script, which I thought can't go wrong with that. I don't think I've got any script at the moment in my collection. So yeah, I thought that would be good. So all the products that I have shown will feature in my videos, you know, down the track. I'll start using them and incorporating them into my tutorials and my videos, but I might do a couple of special ones just purely on this haul, or this unboxing, should I say. So I thought, let's have a play with some of these inks and let's see what they look like. I think the script stamp is probably a good place to start. How about we do the numbers, and how about we do this one here, and we'll do another script. Or let's do 2 lots of numbers and 2 lots and 1 lot of script. So I'll need a different block for that. So that looks like that is going to fit. So let me line this up. Okay, so this one I might do the vintage copper. All nice and juicy. Let me get some baby white. This is a bit ad hoc. I wasn't really planning on doing this, but I'm super keen to see how they look. They stamp and look. Okay, so they are, like I said, they are very, very juicy, these ink pads. Okay, so this is the vintage copper cards and paper craft. They say it's suitable for. Oh wow, that is so nice. And I'm not just saying that, that is really nice. I really am very impressed with that. And I think that there was a lot of colors that were like out of stock, so I might have to have a look and see if they've got any other colors available. All right, so let's try these numbers here. So we'll try that in the vintage gold. That looks very sparkly. It might not show up so good on the white. Let's see how we go. Oh, that's so pretty. That is actually really pretty. I'll hold it up to you, up to the camera, so you can have a bit of a look, a closer look. But nothing wrong with that. And then we'll try this retro red. And the stamps are all stamping beautifully. That inked up very easily. Oh, that is a really lovely red as well. So there you go. Okay, so let's try now. I'll just give these stamps a bit of a wipe, and let's try with the other three colours. Let's try the ruby red. So yeah, this is ruby red. It is a different red and it's very nice, stamped beautifully. Now the white, I might have to get some black out. Let's try this rose dust. I'm very, very curious to try that colour. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, I like that. They're all just different tones of colour, and you know, when you're just stamping and you just need to add a number or a letter or something, they just, you know, make a lovely difference to your ephemera making, your handmade ephemera. All right, so the white, I'll get some black cardstock, I think. We'll try that. The other thing that I would try that on is some acetate. And if you layer it over, like for example, some craft brown. So this is going to be interesting because I've got red on there and I don't really want to contaminate my inks. I think I've stamped everything away. Okay, so I've got my white down here. Okay. Oh gosh, they're so juicy. That just absolutely plunged in there, so we might get a mark. Let's have a look. Okay, so that's wet. We might have to wait for that to dry, but I can already see where it started to dry that it's quite bright actually. It could also be wet from... Right, let's try a totally new stamp. Right, we'll turn this over. Right, so they're wet. I think, you know, white stamps are probably a pretty tricky colour to stamp unless I am not doing it right. All right, let me try a butterfly. All right, let's try this because I want to give it as much of a chance as possible, and I might have to look into stamping with white ink because there could be a bit of a knack to it. All right, so I've got my piece of acetate here and I'm just going to try and stamp this butterfly. It is stamping beautifully. I just wonder whether it needs to dry and then it will show up, but yeah, you can see there that that has stamped and it's shown all the detail. So I'm going to work on that and I'll see if I can get a whiter impression than that. So I think we've done everything now, guys. So I will come back and I'll round everything up. So that's everything from my Journalsay unboxing today. I hope you've enjoyed having a little peek at all these goodies with me. If you saw anything you loved, I've linked all the items down below for you. Just a small heads up, these are affiliate links, so if you do choose to purchase, I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. It just helps support the channel and lets me keep creating more videos like this. And if you do place an order, don't forget to use my coupon code JollyJamJournal at the checkout to get 8% off your purchase. Alright guys, I'll leave it there. Happy creating and happy shopping, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.